Now, suddenly the expectations rise. Look at you. You're not a dirty worm. You're not a dirty, rotten sinner. You're new. You're born of the Spirit. You got new DNA. You got a new heart, new desires, new passions. So what should you logically, this isn't a religious expectation, what should you logically expect from a radical surgery at the core of your being? Something's going to happen. Over time, it's called bearing fruit. And so God is at work in you to cause you to do and to will, that means to want and to do of His good pleasure. So the folks who have an excuse for sinning are the ones who are saying you're a dirty, rotten sinner, and you can't help it. You should just try, but don't expect too much because you are dirty and sinful at the core. But please be holy and righteous if you can. But you're dirty and rotten at the core. You're nasty and separated and crawling toward God. 6 more trips to the church, 5 more devotions, and you will inch closer to Him this week until you backslide. Good luck with that, as you're also simultaneously trying to live right and live good when you're actually bad. You are a bad tree trying to act good. That is the average theology out there. I hate to say it, but that's reality. So, what we are talking about here in the New Covenant actually reverses all that. There are new expectations from a new heart. There are new expectations from a new nature, from being bonded and fused to Jesus. You can expect a beautiful thing. What if it doesn't happen in a given moment? What if it doesn't happen in a measurable way? Forgiven, righteous, holy, blameless, trusting Jesus with my growth. Colossians 2, there's a growth that comes from God. And I would argue this. I see it over and over. People call into the broadcast and they have a question, and it goes a little something like this. I don't see any fruit in my life. And you say, you don't see any fruit in your life? Well, what do you mean? Well, I'm on my quiet time. Okay, is the fruit of the Spirit a quiet time? Is that what we read in Galatians? 70-80% of the early church couldn't read. They were illiterate. Oh, but I don't read my Bible as much. Is reading the Bible the fruit of the Spirit? They didn't have a Bible. For hundreds of years, the early church did not have the NIV or NASB bound up in plastic or leather if you pay more. They were lucky to have 1 letter, maybe 2. How were they led? Internally. What was the fruit? Love, joy, enjoying God. Peace, knowing you're at peace with God, not because you read, but because He went to the cross. Not because you logged time in a book, but because He logged time in a tomb and was raised for you to bring you near forever as a free gift. That's the gospel, not this other stuff. Read the Bible. We're reading it right now. I love it. Read it, gather, encourage each other, study it. Absolutely. But what are you going to find in it? Are you going to find in it, thou shalt read or else? No, that's not what you're reading. You're not reading, thou shalt read or else. You're not reading, thou shalt attend or else. You are reading that Jesus Christ was crucified, buried, raised, carried you through that, forgave your sins, and brought you in union with Jesus forever. That's what we're reading. And that's true whether you read it 1 time or 1,000 times. It's true whether you remember it on a Tuesday or forget it on a Tuesday. It's still the truth. And the truth of His finished work is what matters, not how often you remember. Remembering is fantastic. Let's remember. But when we forget, it's still true. And that's why we can't live by the flow of our feelings up and down all around. I feel dirty and distant. I feel clean and close. Oh, dirty and distant again. Oh, clean and close. Don't ride that train. Get off and enjoy the truth. Those who worship Him in spirit and in truth.